I just got a couple of notifications on Facebook that 2 years ago I had posted some photos of a vacation I took during Thanksgiving. I had gone out to the mountains to stargaze. I think we had a full moon, and later on a conjunction of the moon with Venus. This was 2 years ago in 2018 now, and Facebook was notifying me. And I was thinking that back then I used to wish that I could live in the Rocky Mountains, right? I'm an adjunct professor. I was doing some private tutoring at the time, and there's just not so many opportunities here in the Rockies. I'm in Wallace, Idaho, by the way. I really love zooming into those snow-covered trees and taking photos and using them for the desktop wallpaper or stuff like that. Anyways, I used to have big dreams of living out here in the Rockies. And another problem I had at the time, I've talked about this in other videos, was that I was dating a girl and her parents wanted us to get married. Later on she did as well. And I was really sad about my single life ending. I didn't mind sharing my life with her, but I really loved my time as a single guy. Coming out here to the Rockies, stargazing, writing computer games, and also just being able to mingle with others without somebody thinking that I'm cheating on her. I really like that. And I came to realize, and this is the terrifying thing, I was thinking about this and during the time I was with her, and I was thinking, oh my god, after I say I do, I'm either never going to be single again or something's going to happen, right? We're going to get divorced or I'm going to become widowed, right? Only 3 possible outcomes are possible after you say I do, right? And I'm not saying this from a religious point of view or from a philosophical point of view. Logically, one of those 3 things has to happen. Whether you like it or not when it happens is another story, but one of those 3 has to happen, right? And that's just really terrifying for me. I mean, all 3 of those are very negative events. And, well, 2 years later, I'm kind of semi-permanently moved to the Rockies. And I gotta say, I miss Seattle now. And it just goes to show that we always like what we don't have a whole lot better, right? Actually, it's not that. You're never making a fair comparison, right? When I said, back in 2018, when I said I wish I could live in the Rockies, I kind of was adding living to the Rockies on top of living in Seattle, right? I wasn't thinking about living in the Rockies instead of Seattle, right? Right now, sometimes when I think about I miss Seattle, what I miss is Seattle, right? I'm not thinking about permanently being in Seattle and giving up the Rockies, right? And this is a mistake that we can all make, right? And I think this is what terrifies a lot of people about changing their lifestyle, right? This past year I quit binge eating, and which is challenging in its own right, because I can't quit eating, right? I can only quit the binge eating, right? That's a challenging one for me. It's a lot easier for me to quit something completely, just from my own history. And every so often I'll think about I miss when I used to binge, when I did this, or I miss going on vacation and eating until I'm sick, which I have done before, actually. But I'll think about stuff that I don't miss about not binge eating, right? I talked about all the personal strife that I've run into due to my binge attacks in the middle. I used to get intense food cravings in the middle of other activities, right? I can't tell you how many times I missed out on an opportunity, whether it be at a social event. I'll literally walk away to get my food that I craved. I've had times when I've woken up in the middle of the night and the only thing I can think about is going out to get a food that I was craving. I wouldn't sleep well as a result. It would affect my performance at work. Sometimes in the middle, when I was dating, right, in the middle of an intimate situation, I'll literally want to go out to get food, and cause a lot of strife in my life. See, I don't miss giving that up. I only miss that, oh my god, when I used to go to a conference and I would have all this food and So you got to think of it as a package deal, right? When you move out here to the Rockies, you move here, right? It's not like an extended vacation, right? But a lot of people forget that, right? Anyways, I'm so glad that soon it will be spring again, and hopefully next year things won't be restricted so much. I hope to continue to work remotely though, and maybe I'll explore a different part of the country. Hopefully our national borders will open and I'll still work remotely. There are a lot of places I want to live for some time, and I'll be sure to continue my series on this issue. Thanks for watching.